What is up? What is up, y'all? Hold the phone, folks. So I'm about to give y'all what we want. And what
Collapse. Pause video.
stupid.
Button.
Give me a minute, y'all. We gotta get to this right. Cause this thing has been acting all out of whack. All this time. Since before I got in here. It's been acting like I ain't got no time for nothing. Now just give me a minute. We're gonna try to get this thing back together here. All right, got that. That's done. Record. Boom. I'm sorry about that, folks. We might have been a little loose, so just give me a minute. Let me get some things associated here in the right place. Now,
Actions available. Use tap with 3 fingers to view.
with all of that,
Screen off.
I just wanted to get y'all in here, let y'all know we in here, and we back here doing what we do best. You know, this shit's crazy. Cause I gotta get all this together, y'all. But we here though, we here. So what's good with y'all, man? What's going on? We motivated tonight. We got a lot of motivation ongoing. And I just hope everybody's in here with us. And they with us. Because we coming through with us, you know. We're here to get that on, get that going, get that. Let me see. Yeah. I want that one on too, but you know, we making sure that we got everything in order here. We not trying to miss no corners here. Hopefully you guys can see me. We just doing what we do best, man. We're trying to get back on this thing the right way, the right way. Um, yeah, yo. So what is up, man? Happy motivated Monday with Labor Day. Doing what we do, man. We getting it in. See y'all. Yes, indeed, we are here for the theme. What the hell is falling down on me? All kind of things. All kinds of things. Just can't seem to stay on task with these themes. Just don't have no other being other than the floor for some reason. I don't get it. It's like I can't stop dropping shit, bro. Like, fam, I can't understand that shit for the life of me. But I just can't see that. I just keep fucking dropping shit. Like, seemingly dropping shit. Oh, yeah. Mm. Shout out to the vapors. Shout out to the vapors. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's the vapors. Ha ha ha, yeah, ha, yeah, ha, yeah, ha, yeah, ha. It's the vapors. Whoa, that was crazy. That fucking, ugh. Well, I'll tell you what, folks, don't you dare, don't you dare come unprepared. Yes, indeed. You know what we need. We just know where you at for whatever you bleed. What is good with all of my peeps, man? I'm just checking in with y'all, just trying to see where y'all at tonight, man. Motivation Monday, man. We are talking about Labor Day today. Today also commemorates yeah, 7 years today. Rest in peace to my Uncle Percy. Yeah, we lost him on Labor Day 2017 when I moved back to New York. So yeah, I remember. Um, very, very hard working man. Um, appreciated him for his inspiration, intelligence, and just um, ability to be willing to reach me when I had no one I felt that could reach me. Um, and he talked to me about a lot of good things, and he told me about a lot of things in life that, aside from the things I've learned from my father, others that have passed and gone on before me, um, he was key, so definitely giving the big love and big shout outs to him today, because not only is this a day for the national holiday for America's representation and recreation or acknowledgement day nationally for people who work in labor, you know, um, although we are dealing in this country with undertones of that situation that feed in a negative sense. I mean, I was literally just listening to the news and we were talking about strikes in all different places. So we're talking about worker strikes. These are businesses, these are employees in businesses of businesses that are striking because the businesses aren't treating these employees correctly or right and fair. And it's showing, and more people are you know standing up for their labor rights as a workforce in this country, because that's something that this country really needs, and we thrive on that as a unit in this world. They know that, and we know that. Now I believe is more of a awakening point to everyone else of realizing that they play a major role in this thing called the workforce, um, and it really relies on this work, and in most cases, even in the businesses of billionaire conglomerates and all of that, they tend to use the cheapest work they can find that will still get the job done efficiently, even faster, and be rate of pay, less the rate of pay for twice the rate of work. Oh. You know, but yeah, yo, we motivated this week, man. We talking a good thing. We got a lot of good things moving this week. I've been feeling the motivation of moving into good waves this week, so I've been working on all my good mojo, getting everything in my head, feng shuiing in the right direction so that I feel good about my pathways and whatever's been put in front of me to task out as my day to day goes, into what I've added into it. You know what I'm saying? In order to accomplish my goals overall, and meaning, stay motivated on that number one plateau goal. Which is continuing to circulate a message of hope and transparency, that folks is really, not the only ones in the struggle, and there are people that are willing to speak the words that you may not be able to say. So let's talk about it, and that's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to talk with you guys, chop it up with my P Weebles, get those messages that you guys are sending hop in and tap in with y'all. So that's what we're doing. For all of y'all that's looking out, chilling out, we just jamming out. You know what I'm saying? It's Monday. We got a lot of lineups going on, so y'all can tap in with us later on, around like you know uh, Tuesday for the topic of the day. You can tap in with that. Because as always, we always looking for somebody to tap in with us and give us something inspirational we can talk about, something we can scratch our brains over. You know what I'm saying? We've been down in some different tunnels. You know what I'm saying? Digging in conversations, and we've had a lot to talk over these last 3 seasons. So things are definitely, given the circumstances, from my best opinion, I've done my very best to do nothing more than give you know the show a standpoint that felt home based for me, and not only just like familiar home base for me, but something that would make not only me comfortable around all of you, but able to continue to keep my transparency as we are, because we here, bro, we here, and I mean nothing really has switched the motion, you know. Crazy. We was literally just having a fire this morning, or a flood this morning. So, you know, how a whole building was evacuated. Um, then just the day before that, you know what I'm saying? It's like to like Saturday morning, you know, investigations outside, you know what I mean, because of a body being found in the park across from my place. So we in crazy land now. It's not safe outside no more. And at the end of the day, we live in a world now where society has forced the average everyday American to feel like the only way they safe is if they arm themselves, or grab a gun and defend themselves. You know what I mean? But then that leads to so many mishaps and mistakes unless we reach out to these people, and find out the source in that problem, in which we as Americans, those of us who are conscious to the problems of the world today in this country, as it erodes to this country, um, we know that it's the greed of the higher ups. You know what I mean? Holding the keys and dangling it in our faces like bait on a string, while they mosey us down the block to our inevitable death altogether, because you know they can't do nothing without us. I will say that, you know. And I'm only speaking on the behalf of people because this is the truth. As people, we, um, the lower ends and the middle classes, we're the needed classes of people, so that the higher ups have a reason to feel so good, or to feel needed. I'm not saying that all are bad, but we have to look at the ones that are really doing the damage to us. So I'm speaking on that levels, you know what I'm saying? I want to motivate the mind, homies. Let's talk. Come with me. Please don't lose me on this. But I'm saying, we out here, yo. We out here, and the life that we living right now ain't what we supposed to been given. So now we're fighting for the bits and pieces of our own uh, homestead, and these things are coming at cost to our own physical and mental health. You know, hell, you think about the classifications you heard from last week's conversation with Johnny Woo, how he described what his producer friend encouraged him to be on whenever seeking a mainstream slot in the industry today. These are the requirements. Go back on the video if you didn't see it last week. We had a really deep conversation. I will say that. But I will say this also. It's just a lot of things going on in the world we are in today that we were not aware of at and should have been aware of at an earlier age, where any of this wouldn't have been surprising, because I feel like had they have never taken out, the uh, things that we held so whole, we held dear to our educational systems, and things we held dear to, our, you know, community efforts, even in our neighborhoods, uh, people, I think, cared a lot more about things back when it was a little more simpler. And they were just trying to all figure it out on their own. And they had a couple guys or a couple girls come by next door, or somebody nearby stopping in, and just so happened to see the same views of life that you seen. And, we bond and we make these things work together for the betterment of our neighborhood and the place we live, and not only just the place we live, but the things that we want to continue to see good in the area that we are in. Now, what y'all think on that motivation?
It's time to smoke some dank for the West Coast. It's time to smoke some dank
for the West Coast. So give me a minute while I do what I do, because at the same time, y'all don't even know. I dropped my mother flipping pack.
It's time to smoke some dank for the West Coast.
Thank you.
Anytime. Literally. Pause. Pause.
All right. Yeah, I dropped my weight. So I gotta take a minute before this to get my pick back. As usual, this almost always happens, y'all. I swear this almost always happens. I drop my weed. Now I gotta dig on the floor. Y'all catch me under the ground. Y'all catch me off the screen, hanging down under the fucking screen, or over the other side of the screen, off screen somewhere. But not today. Not right now anyway. I got some to cash me down until I can find it. And it wasn't far. I figured that much. It was all a matter of reaching around where it could have fell. On another note, man, I hope y'all ready, bro, because we got some things coming down the pipeline. I hope all of y'all are tuning in, staying tuned in with the Peasy, your boy Peasy, the blind MCZ, doing his things on the music scene. You know what I'm saying? I've been working a little bit. I've been touching a little bit here and there. Y'all know, y'all heard, couple of things I've been, displaying, you know what I mean, on the low skidoski. Just trying to get myself back in a comfort zone, finding my home space. Um, Seeing what's good, what sounds good, what needs work. I'm actually may have to relocate to see and do another sound check on that to see what that's looking like. Then after I can fadangle a little more, maybe see, the comparison between the two, you know, after I lay it down, you know what I mean? After I lay it down, as y'all say, lay you down. I wanna lay you down. Your body dripping. How you like the sound? Feel me? Shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Get deep with it. Get deep with it. It gets deep. I mean, artists, we speak poetry and try to create a, a whole theme, man. Music come to life almost. You know. Oh, it's a big one. It's a big one. That's a big one. That's a big one. I just want me a little one to stack it. That's a big one. That's a big one. Highs, crazies. But we do what we do, man. We just try to, every day work it out amongst ourselves and continue to find a common grand spacing, you know what I mean? In this grand piano of stages that we end up phasing ourselves through with life and how people perceive it amongst uh, their normal psyches. Hey, crazy. Ain't it crazy? So much to think of, so much to think about. So many different things that go into that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, to each his own, but we live in a world of variations of things. So we have to always be alert to these new developments. We always have to be alert to these new developments. Like, yes. That's all we can do. Stay on your toes. Motivation. Tip. Intel, what's good, bro? Long time no hear, brother. How you been? Long time, brothers. Shit. Been just, accumulating. Same thing, maintaining, trying to take care of things, man. Again, happy belated. So, we just been manifesting, man, and you know, to JoJo and All of us getting it in, man. You know, we got dip coming up this month. Dip coming up soon. If we ain't already, yeah, I think we got dip coming. Dip was in August too. So such is life, man. We got a lot going on in the world. Shit. But I'm motivated right now, man. I've been trying to get in. I'm trying to get like on my steady work schedule right now. So been working on trying to do that, and that's supposed to be coming up this week. So all goes well. We'll have a good walkthrough Thursday, and I'll be able to start my second official day of work the week after. Cause like I want to at least do like a full week and try to figure my schedule in that, in that 2 hour, of training I'm gonna do throughout the whole buildings, walkthrough and all that. You know what I mean? Because first and foremost, I'm in this to understanding how my job works and how I can make it better. You know what I mean? How I can be a key opponent in making it better. You know what I mean? So you know, we living in different times right now, but we maintain it still. Just everything just trying to build off of, trying to continue to build, bro. You know, definitely trying to continue to build, bro. Been like that for a minute, man. We just like this whole month, last month, August was, more like the, you know what I mean, the catalyst for all of it. It was the ball rolling in the right direction, setting the wheels in motion, in full motion. You know what I'm saying? For them to completely spin all the way through. But you know, I had a lot going. I had a lot already building into this whole situation too. It was already a pre-prep. It was already a pre-prep already planned out with this whole thing. So, I mean, yeah, I'm laying out everything now. My crib is almost back to where I had it before, minus my dressers. You know, and that's a minor setback for now. I can possibly get that. You know what I mean in time. I'm just looking, trying to hopefully put my hands on something. So take a little bit of time, but we working. Putting in all the time I need to get everything that I want to get out of it. So I figure, hey, that's how we do. That's how we move. Because I want to basically get settled into my new space. I'm already settled. I'm already starting to settle in here. I'm noticing slight slights, but nothing too alarming. I mean, this morning was quite the thing. It was very abrupt, and it made me think a little more about my situation and how I probably could have and maybe even should have opted for the front and lower levels. But hey, you know, I actually like this setup. It's comfortable still, you know, and I'm getting once I can figure out how I'm working this fucking uh, elevator system, I'll probably be all right. But between that and then maybe um, a little configuration on my staircases too, because that was the trial I had discovered today. Um, but nothing too much. I just, like I said, I have to be more attentive to, damn, which floor is this? Oh yeah, this is this floor. Oh yeah, this is this floor. You know. because of my desire to think beyond that part of it instead of um, allowing myself to be like, oh yeah, you only four floors up. You know, if you actually count three steps to, down three levels of stairs, you should be at the main floor. Anything else would be like you going through a back entrance or more like a side entrance that's a emergency exit, which is when I went through anyway. So for what it's worth, my friend, for what it's worth, I'm just trying to get like that, and then I think what I'm gonna end up doing, I'm gonna dump into uh, some unfinished projects that I've been dipping on. I had a few, stuff that came up during my session of recession, and not even that. It was just more or less fucking when I was incapacitated for my tech use. I couldn't really get my game up like I wanted to. So yeah, it didn't really play that game for me until later. And then once I figured it out, for me mostly it was just trying to figure out how to just maximize on my time with it now. You know what I mean? I bumped out a few things. I apologize for how some of the vocals, how the vocal came out, and then the time frame for that recent track that you sent, last one you had did with DIP, man. I was like, I so wanted to join you on that, but at the same time, I honestly, I'm glad it turned out the way it did too, because it was still dope. And only reason why, like I said, it was my mic. I had so much going on at the same time, and I couldn't I couldn't put myself in your project on that kind of a hold. So and it came out dope after without me anyway. So I love it. You know what I mean? I can't wait to hear it. I can't. I want to put it on I want to put it on the show. So whenever you're done with it, let me know. Don't you dump it on Rap Chat, send it this way. But yeah, bro. Like been mostly just doing just getting back into the groove. The show came back a few weeks ago to last month. So we came back on the 7th. So you know we just working our best uh, schedules to try to accumulate a soulful setup. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be like you know new season in January starts first Monday of January. So when I haven't even looked that far ahead, but once we get there, you know what I mean. We'll look at how we'll set up the first Monday in January schedule for the show and all that good shit and everything. We'll put a new send send away kit for you guys on that. Um, but I'm trying to work on some other stuff. Yeah, so I've been putting a little bit of things together, trying to kind of like get my review situation together. It's more like some things I had going on. I was moving into this process of getting all of this together. It was just very strangulating, so strangulating. So it was like a lot of things I wanted to do and I couldn't do. So many things I had to do, but didn't have all the time I needed to do to have. Well, I had the time because everybody kept saying, "Oh yeah, we got you," and they wanted to have me when they wanted me to sit down and not be so mobile and pay attention to them, shit like that, you know. and distract me. Little tidbits and shit like that I had to deal with. So, after I maneuvered through that, woozy wop shit, I made my move. I did here. I'm here now. So, I get away from that. I get a chance to think clearly. Actually, can feel, you know, what's going on in my brain. I can hear what are my thoughts in my head. You know what I mean? Even with this motherfucking this AC radiator running like this. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still good money. Hell, this shit reminds me of a hotel. No bullshit. With a fridge and bathroom. But it's it's still good for me. It's good enough for me. I can rock with this, and I don't see nothing out of the space, out of my space. This is all me right here for now, because this definitely will do until I get where I want to go. Oh shit. But yeah, yo, you know what it is, man. We got an early morning tomorrow. I gotta get up and do some things. I gotta be up like, my normal time of getting up. But hopefully get everything rolling and get back before lunchtime or way before lunchtime anyway. But for the most part, with something that I can use and not, you know, uh, um, a, a wasted trip, so to speak. So, you know what I'm saying? The most part, I want to make sure that I can acquire things that, you know what I mean, I know I will be able to take back and make that run back, you know what I mean? Because, there being the light few things that I do really want to make sure I have and can bring back with me and attain with minimum you know risk or series of issue at that point. I think it would be a great idea to do it and take in that opportunity because you know what I'm saying. Like I need certain things, and it shouldn't take that long if it's there. You know, um, because it all depends on how long it takes them to come back. It takes them to come to my number or to call my number. So yeah, that's gonna be a bit of a little mission, but hey, I'm up for it. I'm up for a lot of things when it comes to getting to what I want to get to and getting everything I have to get done. You know what I'm saying? I make sure I make the perfect and proper time for all of my important endeavors. You know what I'm saying? Like for the most part, I make the necessary steps that I have to so that these situations become less of a inconvenience. You know what I mean? Because I know what I need. I know what I want to have for as as far as what I'm putting into the my place, but it's not always as easy when you don't have everything, the resources at your hands. So I'm looking at a little bit of a different venue, but at this point I'm taking an option. I'm working on what I got to do. It's a small step situation right now. So, but yeah, we moving, motivated, moving. We getting more music accumulated anyway. For the most part, I'm like I said, I'm giving y'all little tidbits, little preview snippets. Um, I've been putting y'all in a place where y'all know where to find you know, my leakables, my leakable spots. I'll say. But yeah, like we got a lot going on for the PZ show. We do this every week for y'all. So Tuesday, you know what it is. Talk about it Tuesday. And for all of y'all that don't know, we also doing the New Wave Music Wednesdays on Wednesday. We still got that going. We know Talk Back Thursday where we talk about talk about New Wave Music Wednesday or what's going on with you for the week. Pieces of the mic Friday nights. You know what I'm saying? Saturday night Cypher Saturday night as always. I just wasn't feeling it last weekend or this past weekend. Something just didn't sit right with me that night, and look what happened. So I mean, I had a feeling it just didn't feel right to go on tonight that night, so we stayed off. But like I said, we still good with you guys. You know what it is. You know where to find us. PZ Show is always gonna be on this regular schedule setting, Monday to Saturdays, 7 p.m. Eastern. You know how we do. Um, it's just what we air. It's just what we here for. So, it's just what we here for. We make up a lot of the things that most people feel like they want to hear or they should, listen, adhere to more often. You know what I mean? And I'm grateful for all of it. So you know how it goes, bro. How's the babe? I would hope that she's all right as well. I know, you know what I mean. Knowing you, but yeah, man, like we just motivated, bro. Shit, as his minds, as his minds. But you know what to do, man. I'm shit. I ain't nothing but a click away, bro. I'm just kicking my shit, talking my shit. I do my thing here, you know. So, um, working on a few things, bro. Just working on a few things. Just finished up something with Rolex and finished up something with LA. You know, we've been working, Brody. We've been working. It's a lot of different things going on this week, especially this week. New things, yeah. But I'm still, digging in the crates, trying to find something, some other things. I've been, pontificating, if you will. So, I mean, I haven't really dove into the dojo's beats in a while because I didn't know what was being still in the works except for the old stuff that I'm familiar. I know. Did this nigga just? Yes, it did. It just kicks us out. It acts like it's like kicking us out. That is so foul. It's like hella foul the way it does it. Yeah, because it be acting like it just kicks you right on out. It don't care about nothing. It just drop your ass right on off. Drop your ass right on off. But it's all good though. We ain't here though. So just like I was saying though, we've been working on trying to get, everything in order for the show Motivation Monday. We also still doing artist interviews. We got so much that we're trying to like put in front of y'all that it's only up to y'all to get at it. I appreciate all of my artist friends and fam that jumped in, you know what I mean, to tap into the artist interviews that we're doing all year long. Anybody else that wants to join in, y'all know how to get at me. Hit me up in the DMs. This is what we've been doing all year long. Um, just like I said, we not playing with that. And I would say get it before I start learning how to do it and get professional with it so I can start making real professional shit to go. Because then y'all gonna really hate me when I start taking this shit to a more creative level where I actually start putting shit to y'all interviews or reposting interviews on, different setups and, what I mean, putting them as something else, what I mean. I think that'd be pretty dope. I think I'm gonna actually set up a little private folder like that on my, from my YouTube channel. After I get all my artist interviews of the year, I want it all. I want more than what I have, but I know I'm not gonna get 100 interviews this year. That seems like it's impossible when we're looking at September right now. So I don't know, man. It just, I try my best to get the message out as best as I can. I'm not marketing my promotions at all. So I'm basically coming on the show with you guys, talking it up, and I'm hopefully getting the word of mouth through the internet. But at the same time, we here though. We here for it all. We just, like I said, I'm not trying to pay arm and a leg for something, just to fix that, just to do that, and then still have to worry about all the other stuff that I can't afford to do after that. Because again, that's not the end. And if it's not the end, then why should I? Then why should I exhaust my entire savings or funding or whatever the hell, how large sum I have to use for it in order to get it? You know, I know unique, original, all of that stuff matters to the average artist that wants to stand out from the crowd of artists. Because I get it. It is definitely something that you want people to gravitate to in some kind of way. Like, oh, okay, yeah, I see you. But make no mistakes, man. I'm just, like I said, I'm here to, learn from whatever I have taken as an artist and try to showcase my entire journey for that and from that. You know what I mean? For that and from that. You know what I mean? Because I don't, like I said, I don't think I'm gonna leave the music. It's gonna always be there, and I'm always gonna feel the want and need as long as I have a mic and a place to record it at to record it. So I don't know, man. We got a lot of things to look into for that. We got a lot of like diameters to look at in that aspect. You know what I mean? So like, you know, almost an endless possibility situation. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just motivated to continue to keep making these moves that are solidifying some things that I know will be very beneficial for my children, for even me when I start getting to a point where I can't do these things that I'm trying to get started now. You know, so I figure I got time. I could push it. I could definitely push it. And being that I don't see myself unless I get into a situation where I need you know severe medical attention or something for you know health declines or something to that effect, then other I'm not gonna stop what my ultimate mission already is. You know what I mean? And that is to take care of my family. So I love my family. I love my kids. I love my woman. We're in a different situation right now. We're in a different situation, and I'm just motivated to get us through it and help and continue to keep doing my part to see us all, safely through this. you know, and that's my motivation, man. Like making sure that, I secure whatever comes in my way. If I can do it, then hit me up. I'm not always gonna be able to accept every request, and I will say that because I've had some requests come in that was just something that I didn't really know how to approach it. From an artist perspective, it wasn't that it wasn't confusing, it wasn't that it wasn't hard to do. I just didn't see the added added in engineering creativities that he added and wanted into this or integrated into this project. So it was just so obscure, and I was not able to accomplish the grudita, you know, that they would have appreciated at least, you know what I mean? Because I really wasn't even thinking about the price. I was just thinking about doing a good job. And I didn't think I would have had I have had to sit under the the client's um, request, because I don't know, maybe it was because it wasn't something that I felt kind of like caught my attention enough to inspire, and I kind of didn't second guess it. I thought about the whole, scams in America. This person managed to connect with me on Instagram, so I was kind of leery of it because I've been getting alerted to different scams that have been popping up. So, just trying to stay on on cue, you know, just trying to stay on cue. And it's not easy. I'm still dealing with, I guess some little phishing scams that are going on right now. They've been tapping at me. Thank you, thank you.
And hold the microphone button, then speak after the tone. You can say things like, place for it's 7:55, 5 minutes to get started.
Thank you.
Anytime, literally.
Didn't even hear me the first time.
Pause.
Okay. So like I said, with 5 minutes left in the show, we just hanging in with you guys. Less than that, we just trying to tell you, man. Tap in with us tomorrow. New Wave Music Wednesday. New Wave of Music. You know how we do it. Tuesdays, talk about it. Topic is gonna be something we need you to tell us. Hit us up in the comments. You can chop it up with us on the Discord. Hit us up and let us know what you think about a topic to suggest in the suggestions box. I'm going to start reviewing those as well more often. I didn't even notice that I hadn't been reviewing them, but it wasn't the fact that I hadn't noticed it. It was just the fact that I didn't think that there was anything in there. So I had seen something, and it wasn't until I seen some notifications that been sitting on the Discord server I hadn't checked. But I did do that today. Ah, that felt weird. But anyway, yeah, yo, I know what we doing, man. We just trying to make sure that everything is parlay for the folks today. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of things going on that we just trying to make sure that it's, primed the right way so that our next project might just be a step up from the last project in a way that really explains the whole dynamic of, this thing called the artistry. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to marinate for a while, because I've been giving y'all for the last few years now, since 2020, back to back albums, even during like even with the pandemic, it gave you the album Different Faces of the Game in 2020 that came out right before the pandemic dropped, January 14th. Actually, yeah, January 14th. And then there was Mind of My Own. So I mean, there was so many different, growth spaces in that process alone to show that I had, worked into an entire different um, addendum when it came to like how I was formulating my song to everything. Like my structure, you gotta remember that structure was crazy back then. And I recant. I had some bars. I, I I never said I didn't. It's just I felt like I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for that kind of level of music. I had to find my own comfort zone in it, in that space, because to me that wasn't, expressive like I wanted it to be. But we'll talk about that on a later note. For the most part, yeah, like I told y'all before, man, it's been a pleasure, and it's always just a pleasure to tap in with y'all every week, man. You know how we do this, man. We tap in every week, Monday through Fridays, or Monday through Saturday. I'm sorry, thinking about the old schedule. Um, but yeah, yo, we had so much things that we want to do for you guys, want to get going for you. So you just tune in with us and stay tuned because the PZ show's coming through with more things for you. We're just trying to get everybody more engaged, more marketing for everybody to see where we are with the show and how this dynamic can go, you know, always, a better way than what we're looking at today. So, always look at that part and remember we have so much, so much, so much going on, and we can start if we don't have going on. It just needs you to be involved. So come tap in with us. The PZ show is live Monday through Saturdays. I appreciate y'all for tuning in with us tonight. Don't forget, Air It Out Radio said they'll be back this month. So we're going to see if they up and datum tonight at 10 o'clock. So be ready for it. Peace and love. I am out. Here's your reminder. It's time to get Peace. Hey. I like.